Hi everyone, Marta here from Duke Calgary Real Estate and Lepage Solutions. Just at my office. Pretty nice office. I think it's the best one in the city. But I thought I'd jump on and speak a little bit to the coronavirus craziness that's going on right now. First off, I want to give my, respects and best wishes and condolences to anyone that has suffered through this. And, I wish for a quick recovery for all. Um, but yes, I mean, it is an unsettling time for everyone. Everyone has different takes on what's happening and why, how dangerous it is, how it isn't. And that is, your choice to decide on. I'm here to jump on and, speak a little bit to the knowledge I have received. I have been getting, notices from the CEO of our company. I have been receiving tips on how we should be progressing through work from the Alberta Real Estate Association. And I thought I'd jump on and kind of relay what I have gathered in terms of knowledge for those that are curious about it or need an update. It is March 12th today. So it's something that's going to be discovered more about every day. It's definitely clear that more Canadians are going to be probably getting sick over the next few days and weeks ahead. But I thought I'd start about with the history of what has taken place. So on December 31st, the World Health Organization was alerted to several cases of pneumonia in Wuhan, China. The virus did not match any other known virus. So we know it's a virus. It's very, flu-like, right? Is everybody going to die from it? No, I don't think we need to panic as crazily as, some people are wanting to. But having said that, it is important for us to respect this and what's going on. Having the knowledge is the power, right? So I have posted, a live feed of keeping track of, I guess, the cases that are going around, but that is not meant to scare you. That is just to be aware. On January 7th, 2020, China confirmed COVID 19. On January 15th, the Public Health Agency of Canada activated the Emergency Operations Center to support Canada's response to this virus. On January 22nd, Canada implemented screening requirements related to COVID 19 for travelers returning from China to major airports in Montreal, Toronto, and Vancouver. On January 25th, Canada confirmed its first case of COVID 19 related to travel in Wuhan, China. On January 30th, 5 days later, the World Health Organization declares the outbreak of COVID 19 a public health event of international concern. On February 9, 2020, Canada expands COVID 19 screening requirements for travelers returning from affected areas to 10 airports across 6 provinces. On February 20th, Canada confirms its first case related to travel outside of mainland China. On March 9th, which is just a few days ago, Canada confirms its first death related to COVID 19. And on March 11th, 2020, yesterday, the World Health Organization declares the global outbreak of COVID 19 as a pandemic. So I can only speak to Canada and our province, and I thought I'd share some of the realities of the numbers as of today. As of March 12th, we know that there are a number of confirmed cases. So British Columbia has 46 confirmed cases. Alberta has 19. Saskatchewan has 1 probable case. Manitoba has 1 probable case, so not confirmed, either of those. Ontario has 59 confirmed cases. Quebec has 13. New Brunswick has 1 probable. And total cases is 3 for probable, 138 for confirmed cases. Most of these illnesses occurred between January 15th and March 9th, 2020. 53% of these cases are female, 67% are cases over the age of 40, 13 cases have been hospitalized, and one person in Canada has died of COVID 19. 80% of the cases are travelers, and 10% are close contacts of those travelers. In addition, Canada's National Microbiology Lab is performing the diagnostic testing for the virus that causes COVID 19. The laboratory is working in close collaboration with provincial and territorial public health laboratories, which are now able to test for COVID 19. So, as of March 12th, just to give you a glimpse of their results, the National Microbiology Lab testing results are 707 total tests taken or conducted. From those, 684 have been negative and 23 have been positive. So, what is this coronavirus, right? I'm sure all of you guys are following it, but for those that might need a little, I don't know, information or tweaking or clarity, COVID 19 is an illness caused by a coronavirus. Human coronaviruses are common and are typically associated with mild illnesses similar to the common cold. Symptoms of human coronaviruses may be very mild or more serious, such as fever, cough, and difficulty breathing. Symptoms may take up to 14 days to appear after exposure to the virus. Coronaviruses are most commonly spread from an infected person through respiratory droplets when you cough or sneeze, close personal contact such as touching or shaking hands, touching something with the virus on it, then touching your eyes, nose, or mouth before washing your hands. These viruses are not known to spread through ventilation systems or through water. The best way to prevent the spread of infections is to wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, or mouth, especially with unwashed hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Cough and sneeze in your sleeve and not your hands. And stay home if you are sick to avoid spreading illness to others. So, it doesn't sound too crazy, does it? Right? Like it just sounds like a common cold. But as with anything, everybody's going to take things differently. And I don't mean to downgrade the severity of this virus. There's still lots for us to learn, and we are going to keep on finding out more as we go, right? But there are things that are going to impact our real estate business. And I had people ask me a few days ago whether I think it's going to impact our markets. And, the reality is that, yes, we've seen the stocks drop. We are going to see effects in all our industries, in every single one of them. Is this going to last forever, though? No. I think it's going to... it's going to see some drops, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as people are making it out to be. So the ways that I think it's going to affect things is, you might see a slowdown in market activity for the next few weeks as everybody panics, but it's not going to last forever. We got to remember that we have been through a similar pandemic with the SARS epidemic that happened in 2003. So Canada at that time was a country that was advised against travel, and we got out of that. Everything was fine. The same is going to apply to this virus, I believe. So there are things, though, that are going to be affecting our clients and that relate directly to our business. So one of the lists that I received today was from the Alberta Real Estate Association. And what they're giving us is some tips for Alberta realtors, but this extends obviously to all our clients. What can we do to protect ourselves is one of the topics. And like I mentioned before, washing your hands frequently with soap and water for a minimum of 20 seconds, using hand sanitizer to suppress germs until you're able to wash your hands. Get into the habit of not touching your face, including your nose, eyes, and mouth. Disinfect surfaces in your home or car after welcoming your clients or others. Cover your mouth and nose with a tissue when you cough or sneeze. Avoid shaking hands. Stay home and postpone engagements if you have a fever, cough, shortness of breath, or any other cold or flu like symptom. The next section is ways we can protect our clients. So, postpone engagements with clients or prospective clients if I am not feeling well. That's pretty straightforward. Carry hand sanitizer and disinfectant wipes to showings, open houses, and if you're driving clients in your vehicle, avoid shaking hands. Let your clients know if they are not feeling well that all engagements can be rescheduled, and make the necessary arrangements with others who are impacted. Make a plan of support for clients if I fall ill, and ensure open communication with all industry members and clients, including should you feel uncomfortable in proceeding with an open house or a showing. So, we're supposed to ask you guys questions like, have you recently traveled outside of the country? Do you feel unwell? Do you have a fever, cough? Have you had close contact with someone? Do you feel comfortable in hosting showings while the coronavirus continues to spread? Do you feel comfortable in me hosting open houses while the coronavirus continues to spread? Do you feel comfortable in visiting homes while the coronavirus continues to spread? So, having said that, I think, you know what? I just checked the numbers, right? And there, in the past 24 hours, there have been, let me just see here, 59 sales in the city. 506 properties have sold in the past 7 days. So the reality is that, yes, I do think we're going to see some impact. I don't think it's going to be as, you know, huge as people are hoping for it to be, or as drastic as people might be scared to think it might be. Everything, you know, has an ebb and flow to it. So it does go up and down. We can expect things to be a little bit slower, but the market is not just going to stop. People are going to continue. We're going to find a vaccine, and everyone's going to be okay. So that is my update for today on the COVID-19 tips that you got to think about. So if you are my client, or you're thinking of buying or selling, you know, these next few days you might want to stay home a little bit. I would say it's not going to hurt you. Our lives are the most important, and our health. So to postpone things and slow things down is okay, but I just want to say, you know, there is no reason for panic. Make sure you do get to know your facts, and keep an eye out and your ears open for what is happening, what's going on. Sales are still going to continue. People still need properties. There's changes in life that happen. Nothing's going to just come to a complete halt, I don't think. But if you have any questions or concerns, you know, feel free to connect. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how you are taking this whole virus. And yeah, I wish you all well. I wish you all health. And, you know, it's okay to kind of keep your circle small right now until this passes and everything gets back to normal. So, all the best to you guys. Have a wonderful night. And we are still open for business, and we're going to keep on going. Okay? Take care. Have a good night.